Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about soft skills, some of the major skills we will going to discuss in detail. There are two types of category of skills, hard skills and soft skills in sales. What are the hard skills? Like objection handling, closing skills, prospection, cold calling, negotiation skills. All these are hard skills, but there are so many hard skills. I've just given some of them. And in soft skills, soft skills are presentation skills, leadership skills, problem solving skills, decision making skills. Um, what else? Communication skills. These are all some of the soft skills. Persuasion skills. So today we are going to discuss maybe three, four of soft skills. Number one, listening skills. As you all know, listening is very important in front of customer. Like in my sales days, initially, I used to talk a lot, talk about the features, talk about the product advantages, which customer never listened. He always used to sit in the laptop, do some other activities whenever I talk. I realized that is not the right way of selling. Selling is understanding customer need. Selling is solving the customer's problem. So always we should have a good listening skills. And you all know in this pandemic, listening skill is really important because we are not meeting face to face, and it's very rare that customer gives Zoom call appointment in your first go, right? Maybe once you build a good relationship, he may come on a Zoom call, otherwise he may not. So listening skill is very important. In listening, you have to really mm, understand his tonality, his modulation, his expression, everything, and judgment whether he is willing to buy a product, will not willing to buy a product, and is he willing to speak to you or not, he is willing to continue the conversations or not. There are so many things you should understand only by listening. Like what I practice on a good conversation over phone is I used to write down the questions before I talk to customer. So in that way you will be able to engage the customer for a longer time while having a conversation. And number two tips is like whenever you talk with customer over phone, once he finishes another, once he finishes your first question answer, then prepare in your mind the next question. Okay, so that once he completes, you can ask other questions so that you can engage customer for a long time. Because once customer you ask question, he finish answer and he keeps the phone, then you will not be able to gather as much as information as possible. Because here we have to cultivate, adopt a new habit, that listening skills. Through listening, you have to gather as much as information as possible. Okay, then next one is communication skill. Communication skill is very important in sales now. Earlier, every time communication skill is important. Unless until you communicate it properly with customer, whatever the product knowledge you have, whatever skills you have, it's of no use. So you should know how to convey crisply, shortly, so that customer will get what you are trying to convey. Even in front of your boss, whatever you did, but unless until you convey it properly, then it is very difficult. Some of the tips on communication skill, maybe I will discuss in separately one topic later. Start reading a simple storybook. If you do not have a reading habit, just start with maybe every day 10 minutes reading of simple storybook. Keep some dictionary along with you. If you have a doubt, refer it, write down the synonymous on the book so that you will develop the communication skill. And the third one is persuasion skill. I can talk 2-3 hours only about persuasion. I've undergone certain courses on persuasion. Such a big topic it is. It is like influencing others to say yes for your product or service. Persuasion skill not only apply in the sales with customer, it also apply your day-to-day life. How you are influencing others. your spouse, your children, your project manager, whoever it is, you say yes for your ideas. That is persuasion skill. In persuasion, there are a number of techniques, but I will say two techniques. One is one technique is it's called as S model. S model means three times you make customer to say yes. Fourth time automatically he will say yes. For example, like whichever you know, whichever questions you know that he is going to say yes. Okay. So do you want a petrol model car? He will say yes. Do you want a comfort car? He will say yes. Right. Do you want an air cooler model? He will say yes. See, before that you should before the before you prepare the questions, have some analysis based on the conversation with customer, which are all the things he is going to say yes. The first three questions ensure he is going to say yes. Definitely your fourth questions he is going to say yes. That is called S model. And the next one is it's called mirroring. Mirroring means whatever customers say, you're going to mirror them. You're going to tell exact statement, words, whatever use, you're going to tell the same statements. This is also influencing technique, one of the influencing technique. For example, if you say, if customers say, I want a red color car, I want petrol model, I want mm, Suzuki VXI, you also say, okay, sir, I understand you want a VXI Suzuki red color model car. Can we write the contract? Some statements, similar statements we have to use. That is called as mirroring technique. So these are all maybe three soft skills I've covered, but in future videos I'll cover other soft skills also. Soft skills have many. So do not think just knowing a negotiation skills, just knowing objection handling will help to increase the sales. Apart from this skills, you also need to have soft skills. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you want me to cover some more topics, please subscribe my channels so that I will cover most of the topics, and you can write down in the comment box whichever the topics I have to cover, I will be covering. Thank you. Bye.